I believe that language and culture are interconnected, so you cannot separate them. It's very important to understand the social and cultural context in which language is used, so you cannot really learn language without understanding culture, and at the same time language is an integral part of culture. So for you to understand culture, there are so many aspects that are related to language, such as literature, humor, history, and so on.
My Arabic professor, Lobna Ghabayan, was really amazing. I feel like what really stood out to me with her is that she both brought in the language side of things and then introduced us to some of like the cultural aspects. We talked about Ramadan, like the month of fasting, and she brought like some food for us to try every now and then. So things like that made me feel like it wasn't just the language side of things, but also the cultural side of things.
As for how we teach the culture and language, we teach them by allowing students to live the language and culture. So instead of focusing on specific linguistic forms or structures or rules, we try to allow students to live and experience and use the language and live the culture by interacting with one another and interacting with the speakers of the target language.
Personally, I do think that like having a different language or speaking a different language gives you kind of new ideas or new words. And so it's quite interesting to talk to someone who speaks a different second language to say like, how is that different potentially from like what I've learned speaking a second language, and then how is it similar?
The new building can bring people of different backgrounds but similar interests together and provide them with the opportunity to meet, to connect, to work together, to share experiences, and to learn from one another.